What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video here. Today's gonna be the first video we're ever gonna have in with the whole garage setup, and our first bit of like car content, garage type content, which I'm really excited to bring you guys. But today we're gonna be transforming my garage here at my apartment, going from this mess of disorganization to this. So if you guys enjoy this and are excited for this, but we're gonna be building a whole new workbench and everything, along with my additional bit of storage that I have here to fully organize everything and get this garage in order. But I'm really excited to do this. It's been a long time coming needing this, so let's get right to it. But we got to start off by moving some cars, so let's get to it. Okay, now with the cars moved, we got a bunch of working space here now. Now, something I did not realize is the workbench that I have planned out to build here, which is what we're going to build, is a little too big for the space that we actually have here. I was actually expecting to put it right in here, but unfortunately, it's going to go way too close to our door right in here, which is going to give me very little walking space out of here. So we don't want that. So what we're going to do actually is get all this stuff off the shelf, move this shelf to this wall here, and then build the bench to go on this wall right here. So we need to get all this stuff off, so we got quite a bit to do here. So let's get right to it. Let's cue the time lapse. Okay, now with that all cleared off, nice and hot and sweaty. It is freaking hot out here. It's like 90+ degrees out in the Florida sun. It's fully sunny as usual here, but you guys can see we got this cleared off enough where I can get this rotated around, and then we will be good to start building. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I've got obviously a bunch of stuff laying around here still from all the stuff we just pulled off, so I don't know, because it's going to get reorganized and everything. Anyways, so I don't know if I want to put everything back on or not yet. I feel like I kind of want to wait, but also it's going to have to get moved to build. So let's get this bad boy moved. Okay, we got all that moved around. You guys can see it's actually a very tight squeeze. Up in here, I might have to do something about that. But there's a nice tight squeeze by the outlet there, but it fits about perfect. So now we need to make some room in here to start cutting some of our material, because we got a lot of cuts to make. All of our plywood's all ready to go, but we need to, all of our 2x4s, they're all still 100% 8-footers, so we need to get them all cut down to the right size, so that's going to take a little bit. So like I said, we got to make some room here. I don't know if I want to add everything back onto the shelf here and then reorganize stuff later, or just leave it all off and organize last. So we'll see what we do with that. Okay guys, it is even hotter out, sweating even more, but I got my first cuts marked out. Cutting these first boards at 71 7/8. So that's going to create basically our upright supports for the entire thing, and also our backer boards for along the back, which you guys will see what this all look like at the end. But again, we've got our pre-cut plywood all ready to go, which you get them cut down at 72 lengthwise, and then you end up with a 30-inch wide piece, a 36-inch wide piece, an 18-inch, and a 12-inch piece, and you guys will again see where all those get used. So we're gonna get to cutting here with our first cuts. Unfortunately, I would like to have a miter saw. I'd like to set up a stop block and do 2 cuts at a time, but unfortunately I don't have access to one here right now. So we're gonna have to just cut everything by hand with a skill saw. So let's get on moving here. Okay, just like that, we got all of our 9 boards that we need for those, which we got all these cut scrap pieces left over, and these are going to be used pretty much every inch, every square board inch of this gets used. We got a couple more that are uncut that we're going to need for some other longer ones that are like 60 some inches. I'm going to mark those out and we'll be right back then. Okay guys, one little tip too, do not slack on ear protection. My ears are ringing, I wasn't wearing anything. I went upstairs, grabbed my AirPods, and definitely a lot better now. They're still going to be ringing for a bit, but like I said, don't forget that guys. Okay, we're ready for the next round of cuts. We got 68 and 7/8 for 4 of these. Okay, that was all of our long boards that we need now, and we got a bunch of smaller ones to cut up here, so I'm gonna get those marked out here. We're gonna continue on cutting because we got about, I think, 30 more boards, just have little small pieces for like joists and stuff to go across. So like I said, I'm gonna get those marked out, we'll get them cut. Okay guys, got a bunch marked out. There's honestly too much to even talk about what the lengths are, so I'll get into those after we are all set and have everything cut. But you guys can see, got a cut on each one of these boards. Like I said, I will go over the lengths once we get everything because I still have to cut down a few more even after this. So I will catch you guys here back in just a moment. Okay, just finished up cuts, except for we have 3 left, and my battery just happened to die, of course, on my saw. And it's the only one I have because I don't have Ryobi tools. All I have is a Ryobi saw like this. All my other tools are Meraki that are battery powered. But so I think what I'm going to do, actually, I've got a belt sander. I'm just going to hook that up and get these sanded down real quick because it's like a smidge that they need to get cut down anyway. So that'll work out better and easier probably anyways in the end. So let's get that taken care of real quick. Okay guys, we just finished up finally with all the cuts. Here is the end result of everything. So here's kind of I'll help you guys out with a list here. So we have 9 at 70. So we have 9 at 71 and 7/8. We have 4 of them at 68 and 7/8. We have 4 at 35 and a half, 4 at 27 inches, 5 at 24, 5 at 15, and 7 at 9. Which again comes out to all of these. And that is all your waste. That is the only waste you get out of 15 2x4s by 8s for all of this. So we're going to start going ahead, mocking everything up, and start assembling. Hey guys, just want to give a little update. You guys are seeing me pulling this one apart. Unfortunately, I messed up and putting the wrong board on there, so just having to switch it around and make it a little bit wider. Be pretty easy to fix here, so gonna get taken care of and get right back on track here. I am freaking sweaty though, holy crap. Okay guys, sorry I'm very sweaty here. Got all 3 of the levels all built out. So that's gonna be the actual bench. This is gonna be the shelf down below. This will be the top. for that. So we got a little bit left over. These are going to be the rest of the dividers and the uprights. So these are going to go up, and then these are going to be our legs in the front, where we have just on 4 corners in the shorter parts. So unfortunately, I'm out of screws, so we're going to have to make a run to the parts store, get some of those, and be on our way with that and continue on building this thing up and getting it organized. Okay guys, I am back now. Got some more screws. I do apologize on the lighting, it's definitely a little bit darker in here. I actually have the garage door closed, because even though there's no AC in the garage, but it actually is a lot cooler in here without the door open. So like I said, it's going to be a little bit darker here for a bit. One of the things we're going to be fixing actually with this upgrade with this workbench. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's cue the time lapse of us getting some of the stuff put together, getting the legs on the bench and getting it upright. Okay guys, got this all done here. The first part of the bench, the stand-up part of it, and it's looking good. Other than one little leg ended up just a little bit low, or a little bit high, because I guess it's a little bit twisted, but that's all right. You guys can see, so they go on the outside corners like this, like that, starting out. Like I said, this guy is just a little bit, not really too much, just a little bit, so I'm going to raise it up just a bit here, try to get it right, but other than that, it is all looking good. And then we can get the top of this on, and then there is the middle shelf down in here that'll go right in there, and then we'll start putting together the upright on this and be good to go. So like I said, I'm going to quickly fix this one last little leg right here to get this leveled up so it's actually right, so it's not flexing on the tabletop piece, and then we're going to continue adding the shelf below that, get the tabletops on both of those, and then start building up the upright, and we'll be good to go. Okay guys, just getting back to it here. Very sweaty. It's definitely got warm again here in here with the door shut. Like I was saying, it should be not as warm, but it still is. So that's great. Gotta love it. Gotta love Florida in the summer. But anyways, we got everything up right here. We've got the middle shelf started here. Something I love to do is restart the screws. You got your clamps on here. What that does is you clamp them in place at where your mark is. So hold it up level, so then what you can do is go to the other side, just lift it up, screw it into place, and at least one screw, preferably both one on each side. Then come back over here on this side, get this side screwed in, pull off the clamps and get the rest of the screws in, and you're up and running to the races. So we're gonna get that done real quick and continue on. Okay, got the middle shelf in. You guys can see everything's looking good, it's level. Again, we're just going to get the top on that and then the top on here, and then we are going to start putting together, again, the upright, which again, that's going to stand up, and then be a nice little shelf right up on top where we can mount our light, power strips. We're going to have a nice back wall on here as well, where we can have like almost like a pegboard type setup, which I'm going to show you guys what I like to do for that instead of a pegboard. Definitely coming along nicely here. Something pretty basic, nothing too crazy with this, but just a nice looking, nice usable workbench. And like I said, it's about to become even more usable once we get everything together with it. So like I said, we are going to get the top shelf put together and keep on moving from there. What's up guys, it's actually a fresh new morning here. Actually got very heat exhausted working in the garage here last night, or actually 2 days ago it was now at this point. But we're back here with a fresh day. It's a little bit cooler out here, at least it's early in the morning, so until it gets really hot in the afternoon. But we're gonna get the top section on here, and then we are gonna keep on rolling here with getting this moved over and organized here with everything. So you guys can see we got it just resting up here. Is where it's actually been sitting the last 2 days or so. But like I said, we're going to get it get it up, get it screwed on, and get it attached and get it moved into place and get going with things. So let's get to it. Okay, that is everything attached with the top piece. So you guys can see, nice and sturdy here now. It's actually shaking the whole workbench. So we are going to get this moved into place and then get things started with our backing board here. You guys can see we're going to have, I just remembered actually we have our cross boards to go across here. We got one on the bottom, one in the middle, and one on the top up there to do. So we're going to get those attached, and then we are going to work on making sure the backing board fits, and then we're going to get working on getting everything laid out and organized with that. So let's get moving on that. So we got all those 3 backboards on. Now we're ready for the actual back plywood to go in. But you guys can see, got one up top, one in the middle, and one down the bottom there that goes all the way across to give a nice solid mounting point for the actual backer plywood to go on, which I actually just have to cut that down to the right width because I screwed up my measurements. All right, guys, so we got the backing board on now. You guys can see, this is technically the finished product, what you'd be left with if you were to build this same thing. But like I said, we're gonna take it up a notch. We are gonna do a nice, like, basically a nice, almost like a pegboard type of thing, but it's not gonna be quite a pegboard. It's gonna be something a little bit different. So I'm gonna get this piece pulled off, and then we are going to get it on the ground and start laying out our tools and what's actually going to go on it. Okay guys, I got it. After some time I got everything organized here, so everything is looking good the way we're going to have it. So I'm going to show you guys what we're actually going to do with this to actually set this up as like a nice like pegboard style thing. You guys can see we got all of this laid out down here, so this is the way everything's going to be. I got screwdrivers, pliers, some clamps, all my gear wrenches that I have, different impacts, and electric ratchet, hammers, hammer mallets, and a nice paper towel holder. And again, that's going to end up all on the back wall of our workbench in here. So we are going to spend some time. What I'm going to do here is to hold all of our screwdrivers. We've got a board here, so this is going to get glued to there, and then we're going to drill a bunch of holes in there. And then we've got some wooden doweling that what we're going to do is you drill a little hole and then cut these to the length, and then those are going to get all glued in and held in there, so you don't have metal pegboard stuff falling down all the time, causing issues with that. So we're going to go ahead and get that board all drilled out, and then we also need to get a bunch of screws in that are going to hold all these in as well. But other than that, everything's going to be held in by the dowels. Gonna again cut all those down to smaller little pieces that we need, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, we got this all finished up. It's looking good. Now we just got to get this sanded down to clear off all the little burrs, and then we get left over and get it glued on where we want it, and then we can continue on with getting everything else in there. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we got this all cut up and in place. You guys can see I've got a couple of welding clamps actually, which aren't really doing a whole lot, just keeping the piece up. But the glue is on there, so it's going to be drying here. It's going to take a little bit of time, unfortunately. I should have done this honestly yesterday when I could have let it dry then. But we're going to continue working on getting everything laid out here. What I like to do is take a Sharpie and we will draw around each item here so we know what's what, and if anything's missing, we kind of know what it is, except for the only thing I won't draw around is all of the wrenches, since we don't really need that. But other than that, we're going to, like I said, draw around all of those, get everything laid out. While that dries in there, we're going to continue on going with that. So let's get right to it. Okay, you guys can see we got everything now drawn out, so now when we take something off, we can see what's supposed to be there and what's actually missing, and then all we have to do now is get the paper towel holder mounted down, get screws in for each one of these. We're going to screw these in, and then same with these. I think, well, probably a dowel for those, and then dowels for all of those. So we're going to get right to that. Okay, so we got everything drilled in. We're all ready to go. I'm gonna flip the board up on its side, knock all the dust out. You guys can see we got holes for everything now. This is starting to get a bit more solid, almost enough to stay up on its own. And we got obviously all these screwed in. Had to actually grind this one down. I didn't have any other smaller screws. Got this screwed in again. Now we just need to get these cleaned up, get them ready to go, start cutting some dowels from our dowel rod, and then start getting those glued in. And then we should be good to go with this and getting this back up on the workbench and getting that moved into place. We got all the dowels cut, so everything is lined up, ready to go. And all we're gonna do is just get them glue, put a little glue in here, shove them up, pound them on in, probably tap them with the mallet, and they will be good to go. So we're gonna go ahead, get all of those done, and then we should be about ready to get this attached back to the workbench, and then we can actually get it back in place and keep on going. Now with all that taken care of and done, we're gonna let this dry for a little bit so you guys can see we got everything in there. Just gonna take a little bit of time to dry for all that, and in the meantime we're actually going to, we've got new power strip to go in, as well as a nice light to go hang up above here, so it can give us some nice working light when we're at the bench here, especially when it's darker in the garage later on in the day. And that's gonna mount right up to here, up top. Nice 4-foot light, so that'll take up most of the width of this, because this is 6 feet wide, so be about a foot on either side where that's not covered by the light. But we're gonna go ahead and do that then while we wait, because I picked up the backboard here before we started doing these to try to clean out the holes of sawdust, and this actually just tumbled right down on there. So gonna give that some more time to dry, and then we are going to keep on going with this, with getting that up once that it does have some time to dry. Probably grab something to eat in the meantime too. But we're gonna, like I said, go ahead and get that light mounted. We've got the power strip and also my Milwaukee battery chargers. We're gonna get put on the bench as well. We got the light in, we've got power strip in, which is actually really nice. I didn't know when I bought this. It's actually got a couple USB ports, including USB-C, which is awesome. And then obviously we've got 6 different protected ports. We got our light up and in here, which I'm gonna have to get an extension cord for this. I'm gonna route it down through here, down below, and then it's gonna come out and plug into one of these spots right in there, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but it'll work for what it is. I only have just the one outlet in the garage, and I'm already gonna be plugging my welder and stuff into that when I'm welding and everything, so I want to be able to have this light powered as well if I need to at the same time. So I'm going to probably grab something to eat here, let the rest of that glue dry, and then we are gonna come back. I'm gonna pull the light off and get the backer board up, along with I'm gonna get the holes drilled for the light and everything to get that ran, and we'll be good to go. So let's get all that taken care of real quick. Alright guys, you can see behind me, we got the workbench all finished up. It's all looking good. We got the light back up. I just got to get an extension cord for this still. We got the backboard back up, and got some tools starting to go up there. You guys can see we got the power strip. Everything's looking really good here. It's all in place where it's going to be in the corner here. I do have a welding table, which actually is over there. So if you guys do want to see a video on that, be sure to drop a comment down below. But I'm going to get one final shot when this is all said and done. I got to get everything organized too. You guys can see I got to put big mess to take care of here still, but like I said, we're gonna get that organized, and then we are gonna wrap up this video from there. All right guys, that is a wrap. We got everything all finished up. You guys can see in the background here, I am recording this on my phone, so I apologize if it is a little bit different, but you can see the transformation of what we got going on. We got a whole different thing, nicely organized. We got our shelf down here, all of our totes actually organized nicely, and everything up on our board here to keep everything looking good. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to drop a like on the video. Show it some love and support. If you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any videos. I know this is very different than our normal videos that we do, but if you guys want to see some more garage content like this, drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Also, like I mentioned before, we do have this welding table, which if you guys want to see a video on that, be sure to, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see some of that kind of content of assembling that and a little bit of welding and stuff. I know, again, it's a little bit different, but thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.